End of the question, we'll get started here.
Coach, how do you keep your team from listening too much to all the good things they've heard about themselves over the last 48 hours?
Well, I mean, outstanding game, congratulations, and onward.
Move over to Mike here.
Hey, Jim. Jabril doesn't play a traditional safety position. He doesn't play a traditional cornerback position. Why is that spot that you guys have him at best for him and best for you guys?
Well, it's a nickel position. Takes an athlete who is physical but athletic, can cover receivers in the slot. Could also contribute in the running game. Usually somebody who's really good corner and a good safety is ideal for that position. And pretty much every team has that position. So no, not inventing anything. It's looked at as a starting position by just about every defense that plays football now.
Move over to your right, Coach Nick.
Jim, you were pretty optimistic about Davion's health the other day. Are you still optimistic? Do you have any update on Davion here?
Yeah, it's going to be sore, and we'll be working through that soreness.
Is it a questionable situation for him for Saturday, or is it not determined yet?
I don't think we have to do that in college football, do we?
No, you don't.
What's the injury?
He's got something he's working through.
Still in the boot.
I haven't seen him today.
Move back over to the left here with Steve.
Hey, Jim, last week you talked about Kyle Kalis and how he's playing.
Yeah.
How do you grade out this week and touch on how he's done overall this season, where he's come from when you first saw him to now?
Better and better. He's really on his assignments. He's playing with a better and better pad level, making the right fits. He's done good. Mason Cole's another who played really good in this past game. Good to see his progression as well.
Did Mason grade out the highest in the line?
Yeah, he did. He did good.
Go right next to him, Adam.
Jim, just curious, after Saturday, what were some of your conversations like with Jake? 0 turnovers, I think 194 passing yards. What did you talk to him about this past weekend after that one?
I think mostly just we're happy with the win, or talking about it in the locker room.
Well, yeah, did you have any?
Congratulations. Great win for us.
Because with the 0 turnovers and obviously 31-0 win, did you have any specific conversations about, hey, you did this well?
Coaching wise?
Yeah.
No. They were off yesterday. The players were off yesterday, and they'll be coming in today for film review. So we'll have a chance to do that later today.
Saturday night, anything?
No, the players were off. We have no meetings Saturday night or Sunday.
Mind if you have any questions, raise your hand with the mic or whatever. We can up the mic here.
Hey, Jim, what do you like about your fullbacks? And obviously, they've had a pretty big involvement in the offense. That's something that at least Michigan fans have not seen in the last couple of years.
They're doing a good job securing the football. They've been running the ball. They've gotten carries, good tough yards, picked up short yardage situations for us, moved the chains, and also bled out some good yardage carries, 4, 5, 6, 7, even 8. Have blocked extremely well and contributing catching the ball out of the backfield. Both Joe Carrot, Sione Huma, Henry Poggi, we put in that category. I wish I would have used Bobby Henderson in the game this past week. But he's doing a nice job. I think he'll be able to contribute as well.
Move over to your right, Coach, and we'll go to Dan.
You guys are 11 touchdowns and 14 trips to the red zone this year. What's been the key to getting that part of the offense going?
Good execution in the red zone.
How important is it to have that unit go in to get this offense where it needs to be?
Yeah, it's very important.
to the left, John.
Coach, down here, can you talk about Maurice Ways? We've seen a little bit more of him lately, what he's done to put himself in position.
Yeah, there's a great question. Mo is really asserted himself. I think he's climbing the depth chart right now. He is showing up in the play on the down. He is finding somebody to block. He is most every time he's been in, he's done the right assignment. He had maybe one or two errors this past game, but it's getting good. But yeah, the way he's blocking it, we're really impressed with. Now, JU's the best. JU Chesson is the effort and the aggressiveness with he's blocking with is the best of our receivers. You saw it in Jake Rudak's touchdown, a real courage play where he came back from running around, got into just effort to get a block to secure the touchdown for quarterback. There's two plays where he blocked, and one time he blocked the corner, then blocked the safety. Another time where he had two cuts on the same play. Just real great effort plays by JU. And Mo is coming too. Darbo, got in there a few times with real good blocks on the safeties. And that's something for a wide receiver to come in and block a safety. Those safeties are bigger, they're tougher, they're stronger than cornerbacks are, and they're the run supporters for the. I'm really pleased with that. I'm really pleased the way our wide receivers are blocking right now, and it's been a real factor in the run game. And the more want to see more receivers doing it, but you can see our run game going when our receivers are blocking, especially when it's Darbo, Chesson, and Mo Ways. When those guys aren't in there, we don't run the ball as well. Coincidentally or not, they're blocking better. And Mo is somebody that's climbing fast because he's doing a good job in that area.
You go on the left in the middle here.
Looking forward to the coming up game against Maryland. Obviously opens the Big Ten slate. Any major points of emphasis as you head into conference play?
Any major what?
Points of emphasis.
Oh, points of emphasis? Yeah, get good week of preparation, good week of practice. We're going to need it. It's a very good football team in all phases. High alert in the special teams. The coverage units you're going to have to be great, both the kickoff coverage and the punt coverage. This return game that Maryland has is one of the best I've ever seen in college football, and so is a returner. It's no secret, but I'm just alerting everybody that we know, and we know they're really good. So, great challenge for our coverage units this week. High alert.
You go right in front of your coach with Mark.
Jim, over here. You had spoken a number of times last week about the size of UI's receivers and with the challenge that was getting how physical they were. What did your secondary do to kind of negate that?
It was tight coverage. I thought they were anticipating well. They were in using really good fundamentals and technique, and played well together as a unit.
One other thing, as long as on the fake punt, how does that come in? Is that your call, or is that something that Blake can read himself? How did that shake out?
Yeah, that was something that he could read himself.
I mean, obviously it did work, but 4th and 16 seems kind of an unusual situation.
I can only agree with you. I cannot disagree. I concur.
Coach, over to your left.
I don't think maybe they didn't have 4th and 16s in Australia. We're educating young Blake too.
Over to your left here, Coach, with Angelique.
Jim, I was wondering, how do you go about filing your poll each week, and what do you make of rankings at this stage or at any time? I
think they're interesting. people have interest in them, before they're interesting.
You have to file one though.
Yeah, yeah,
How do you go about that?
just go about it.
We'll move to the back row there in the camera there.
Well, I mean, sometimes Dave helps. I didn't know.
Just one of my duties, just
I
one of
didn't know
my,
you did it
one of
all
my,
yourself, that's
one of my
all.
many duties. Just go about it.
Coach John Maldonado, WDID. To go off of that one, you're not a big rankings type of guy. You're not about reading your own paper clippings. How important is that, though, that you've got Michigan back on the poll, got Michigan back on the radar? How does that make you feel about your progression here at Michigan?
Well, the only relevant thing is onward to Maryland and the Big Ten season, the challenge that we have, proving that we can win a road game, all those things are so much more relevant.
Jim, you said a couple weeks ago that you wanted to kind of bring Drake Johnson along slowly to knock the rust off and things like that. 5 carries each the past 2 weeks, he's looked pretty good. How close is he to being someone that you could give the ball to 10 or 15 times like Davion?
I think he's ready to do that. I believe he is. You know, there's different parts of coming back from an injury. I mean, somebody comes back from an injury, and you know, they got to be better than just being able to walk around like a normal person would, to be football ready. And then you know, once they're there, then they start participating in football. Then they have to be better than somebody. You know, there's different stages to being all the way back. Right now, all of our running backs would like to carry the ball more, and you know, they're stating their case every time they get the ball, and that's been good. They've been hungry for those reps. Drake's and Drake included. But I would say the same for Davion, Ty Isaac, Derek Green, Ross Douglas, Drake Johnson. They're all competing to be the guy carrying the ball. And then they got to block. You know, they got to block when they don't have the ball, and they got to protect when it's a pass, and so all those things factor in. But bodes well that they all want it, you know, and they had the chance to state their case, and they're out there.
You can move all the way to your right, Coach, with Rachel.
But I guess I'm just answering your questions, not just, hey, it was 15 carries, you know. So
Yeah, I understand.
the process there.
Jim, going back to the aspect of winning a road game, in your estimation, what does it take for a team to win a road game? Something Michigan struggled with over the past couple of years.
Just being good, being a good football team.
Anything in particular?
That's the main thing, you know. Yes, what does it take? I put that at the top of the list, number one, by far.
Come back over here to the middle. We have time for a couple more questions, Adam.
Jim, the past couple weeks, offensively, you guys been talking about developing big plays. There were 2 20-yard completions, a 40-yard completion, and Davion 60-yard touchdown run. Where's this offense at in terms of the big play capacity?
Got better. It's nice to see. Some real fine effort by Davion. Have you seen that play? It's like, I mean, it was a great block by Mo Ways. I mean, that was a touchdown block by Mo Ways, getting in and getting the safety. And then Davion kind of got, you know, he was in the middle of a big scrum, a big pile, and then when he popped out, boom, there's Mo Ways to get the touchdown block, and off goes Davion. And so what does it take? I mean, team effort. It's everybody doing their job and straining to stay on blocks, straining to stay in protection, to give Jake Rudock the time to find Jake Butt running a nice route downfield. He's open. He hits him with the ball, and good hands by Jake. But it's team effort. What does it take? I mean, there was offensive linemen that were straining up front, backs, and they were blocking, and And we had a nice play fake on the play, et cetera. So that kind of precision will lead to big plays, and we definitely want them.
And to follow up, I think Saturday you said that you couldn't wait to watch Davion's run on tape, if I remember correctly, in your post game. How many times did you watch that play?
I said I couldn't wait to watch JU's block
Oh,
on
yeah, with Jake.
Jake Rudolph.
How many times did you watch that play?
Oh, 3 or 4. Yeah. Went through a couple to see what I wanted to see. It was a great effort play by JU. Great contact courage. I mean, it's not like it was one of those, they don't see you coming. I mean, the defender saw JU coming, and he still kept coming, and it was a good hardy collision, and a very good contact courage play on both players' parts, and a great effort play by JU to put himself in that position. You understand that the guys will assess, pretty fast, like, you either go now from point A to point B and see how fast you can get there and make that block, or just a little bit of hesitation won't allow me to get there, and nobody even know it or not. But that was one of those plays where that was real contact courage. Just went and made a real hardy block, and really happy to see that. And Darbo's doing the same thing, and the Ways are doing the same thing at a higher level than most receivers you're ever gonna find. So really happy about that.
We're gonna move over here to the front right with Nick.
Jim, 2 guys we forgot to ask, Brian Cole and DeMonte, are those long-term injuries, or are they just working through stuff?
Yeah, 2 different things.
I'll move back here to Max.
Does having a night game after your 3 straight meetings, do you have to change your preparation in any way for that?
Not really, not too much.
All right, our last question, Angelique.
I asked 2 since my last one went over so well.
Which was your last question?
Polls. I still don't know if you actually do your
I thought I could give a good professional answer on that.
It was professional, I don't know, I still don't know if you do it yourself, that's all. I was just wondering if you actually sit there, but that wasn't my question right now.
Okay.
I just said,
Yeah, that was answered. We
It
answered
was.
that one, yeah.
if Devion is unable to play, would Ty be the starting tailback?
I mean, I think we've pretty thoroughly plowed that ground too. There's a lot of players that are, hungry to get carries, and multiple backs would.
Okay, I understand. And I was just wondering who would start. I mean, it sounds like it would be Ty then. I mean, okay, forget it.
Well, no, I mean.
No, forget it. I just wonder who would start, that's all.
Probably two things. I mean, number one is I'd love to have that information from the opposition each week.
Got it.
Who's
Okay.
really going to be starting? What role are they going to be in? How are you going to use them? What will they be effective at? But we don't get that information, so why would we be in a position to give that information? I know you want it, but I would want it too. So, and the other thing is, there's really, unless it's the quarterback, I mean, we don't have any kind of who's the starter, who's not the starter. I understand completely people wanting to talk about the quarterback and understand that's a part of football, but when it comes to no right guard controversies. No, there's no who's starting here or there.
My last question is about this Michigan Mile. A couple of the guys have talked about, is that, what is your plan? Is that sort of a reset for the week? Is that how you approach having them go through Michigan Mile each week, every Monday, if you're right?
I think it accomplishes a couple things. Number one, conditioning. Number two, just get the lactic acid out, and a good way to make the body feel better. It's good to run, but it's kind of what do you say? Resets.
Resets a week.
I think distance running does that. You get you're kind of coordinate your whole mind and body
You run it
with some distance running. No, I don't. Of course, I didn't play the game, and I'll have a whole lot of lactic acid built up. But yeah, it's been good. It's been competitive. Pearson's been winning the last couple, and then today got a good idea. I think we're gonna make it more competitive. We're gonna handicap it a little bit. Let some of the bigger guys have a head start. I think that'll be give them a shot. You know, is that what you call it, handicapping?
Yeah.
It is. Right word.
But what you're saying is that we can get information from the opposition, we can have a trade that information?
We might be able to come to some accord there, yeah. Now you're talking.
All right.
All good? Thanks.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay.
What players in your home there?